Hi, this is weather forecaster Liam. Tropical Cyclone Fani is just hours away from landfall in India as a possible Category 5 storm. I will take a look on when to expect landfall, maximum winds, forecast cone, and how much rain India could see. Gonna have it all for you on TRA Weather. Here are the latest images on Tropical Cyclone Fani as it makes its way towards eastern India as a Category 4 storm. Its current winds right now are 155 miles an hour and its pressure is 920 millibars. This storm is going to affect over 100 million people and has already made 800,000 people evacuate. A storm like this hasn't hit India in over 20 years. Let's get right to the forecast cone. Here is Tropical Cyclone Fani's forecast cone track. It's predicted to have 155-mile-an-hour winds at landfall. That is a very strong Category 4 storm. For it to be a Category 5 storm, it needs 157 miles an hour. 2 mile an hour short. We'll see if it gets there or not. At around 2 p.m. Friday, it's predicted to have around 70-mile-an-hour winds. It may still be a Category 1 storm. I don't think so, though. I think it'll just be below that as a low pressure system. And we go into 1 a.m. Saturday, and it has got winds down to 50 miles an hour, gusts up to 50 miles an hour, I should say. And as we go into Saturday afternoon, its winds are reduced to 35 to 40 mile an hour gusts. Let's take a look at the rainfall amounts. Okay, here's the GFS total accumulated rainfall amounts. Let's go out so we see it all the way. The storm is showing up to 30 to 35 inches of rain within this pocket. That's definitely some severe flooding. And right outside of this area, it's showing 17 to 10 inches of rain. And this entire area here, this is 10 inches of rain plus in a rather short period of time, just 24 hours. That'll lead to some incredible major flooding. Let's see another model real quick, see what that's saying. Okay, this is the GME model, showing a little less rain. It's keeping it more to the coast, east of India. It's showing some areas that had 35 inches, and this one's only showing about 12 to 15. A little less, a little different, but both models agree on the coast of where the storm is predicted to make landfall of at least 25 to pockets of 30 inches of rainfall in this area. Let's take a look at the maximum wind forecast. Here's the GFS maximum wind forecast in knots. Right now is taken at 2 p.m. Thursday Eastern Time. Let's go forward to landfall. Well, let's go one more back. Right before landfall, currently now. This has winds of up to 80 and maybe even 100 mile an hour gusts on the coast within this region. Let's go forward 2 runs to Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. The winds are well on the coast now, showing winds of up to 60 to 80 mile an hour gusts. Same place for 12 hours, 80 mile an hour gusts straight through. That will lead to some devastating wind damage for those areas. In 973 millibars, that's still pretty bad. That's still a pretty powerful storm, and that's why this thing's going to dump so much rainfall on eastern India. Let's go forward to 8 p.m. Friday. It's showing still some decent wind on the coast, up to 60 to 70 mile an hour gust still within that area. And this is all the way into Friday night around 8 p.m. It's 984 millibars currently. That's why the rain went so far to the east of India and even outside of India. It's because the storm just doesn't want to go away. Millibars stay very low for a long period of time. The wind seems to die down by midnight Friday, but the rain is still there, and the flood threat will continue all the way into Saturday morning. Okay, here's about Hurricane Fani. The wind threat and the flooding threat will be very high. Those are going to be the two main events on this storm. The winds will be over or at 155 miles an hour, and there is a possibility of more than 35 inches of rainfall. That is extreme flooding. I also believe power outages will be high as well. but I do think they will be isolated within the 20-mile radius of where the storm will hit. And this storm will be a Category 4 through 5 storm. Again, 155 miles an hour. That is just 2 miles an hour short of a Category 5 storm. It'll come down to the wire and be very close. And this stuff will be in effect through Thursday night, now, through Saturday night for parts of eastern India. A storm at this magnitude has not hit India in over 20 years. If I hear any more additional information about Hurricane Fani, I will keep you all up to date. Thank you for watching Hurricane Fani coverage on TRA Weather. If you like my weather videos, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel TRA Weather. Thank you. See you next time.